Hey all, Heretic here, and today I've got some exciting new Battlegrounds changes coming into effect soon. Now, the information is dropped now to prepare us because they're going to kind of drip feed us all the details because there's a lot of changes here and they're kind of important. So I want to make sure that we all hear these and we understand what they are before they just surprise us. And right off the bat, patch 29.1.0 is launching on April 15th. This is going to include a lot of changes to the Battlegrounds. Some of this I'm going to read verbatim, other things I'm going to summarize because I have read it all because it's a lot here, but it's pretty cool stuff. Some of it is questionable, but I'll let you be the judge of that. So first, they have basically that the season pass is kind of a dud. People don't like it, they feel it's pay to win, and they don't really think it's a great idea. So what they're doing is they're going to remove the season pass as we understand it now. There's going to be a new one that's coming into play that we're going to get the beginnings of today and then all the details later on. Next up, we have Runestones. I'm going to read this one verbatim because it's a lot, but while an interesting experiment, overall, these have been met with an overall negative response from the community, and we've decided to revert to all runestones to gold. Runestones will convert a rate of 10 golds per runestone. So, got 500 runestones? Get 5,000 gold? That sounds pretty good, depending what things cost with golds. And then if we're losing runestones, we're going back to gold. So it seems like a pretty good transition to me, depending on the cost of everything once it goes to gold. But let's wait for that. And next we have the new system, the XPASS system. This is beginning on April 15th. We're excited to bring out our new XPASS service. Hearthstone overall will be joining the Xbox Game Pass, kind of cool. And with all the members of Game Pass will receive the XPASS within Battlegrounds for every season for free. Pretty good there. I'm a little verbatim and a little bit off script here, it looks like, but I'm just kind of reading it. Any person who wishes to buy XPASS will either spend $14.99 or 20,000 gold, which will last the entire season. It's not too bad. I mean, that's essentially what it was before. I don't remember the gold price before, if it was 15,000 or 20,000 or whatever thousand it was. But it doesn't seem insane. I mean, I'm sitting on like 60,000 gold just from the old system, never spending it on packs. So I'm kind of curious what it will actually be, but all right, you got my attention. The XPass difference from the current season pass is that it will include cosmetics from a variety of other crossover properties and a much wider selection of characters from Blizzard properties. Very excited about that. These will include new bartenders, emotes, strikes, boards, and hero skins. Now, these are all things we're used to. These are all the kind of rewards we're used to getting. But the key sentence there, or the key phrase there, is a wider selection for Blizzard properties and crossover properties. So what is a crossover property is the next question. Let's move on to their examples. Right off the bat, we have Master Chief Bob. In Bob's latest iteration, he proves he is not a bartender to be trifled with. Okay. So I have questions. Is it animated? Probably not, because they're usually not in any meaningful way. What are the voice lines like? Is it basically Bob speaking through Master Chief's helmet? I'm trying to envision what they're going for here, but this is a really good utilization of the fact that they have all these IPs with Microsoft, so this works good for me. Next, we have Doom Guy Bob. The Burning Legion had best beware, as Doom Guy Bob is here to kick some fell. Well, if you're an old school Doom player like me, you know Doom Guy kills demons. That's what he does. So putting Doom Guy in the shops are going to be very bizarre because his voice lines are super low and they're going to sound staticky as all get out. This could actually be kind of fun. They're very similar. I kind of like the vibe of both these, that they're kind of the same take of each other, but it's just giving us a taste of what these can be. But right off the bat, it looks like we're starting with two bartenders that look pretty cool and I'm pretty excited about them. But now we're going to have what might be controversial or exciting depending where you stand on the fence. This new mechanic is experience, and let me read you it because there's a lot. The season will also include the new XP system. Want to take your lobby collection to the next level? Make your cards more you, stronger, faster, and just all around better. Grind some games and level up your cards today for added power. Sounds a little mobily. When you level up a card, that already existing power will upgrade all versions of themselves offered to you in your lobbies. Cards will improve their abilities based on the level you have taken your minions to. Each card will have a maximum level of 5 on launch. Cards will be leveled up using a very simple system of how often you play them, how long they were on your board to earn XP during the game until they reach a leveling threshold. Each level becomes progressively more difficult over time, or just a simple in-shop purchase of 1337. There's the controversy, folks. There's a price. You can just pay to level them up. But conversely, you can also do it for free. I guess the real question is, how long does it take to level them up? And do you level like per tribe or per minion? Because it sounds like it's per minion. If we're going 1 minion at a time, this could get expensive. This could be a way that Battlegrounds becomes very profitable. We'll have more details in the days to follow. Please pay attention to your favorite content creators for new cards, a deeper dive in the XP system in the days to come, yada, yada, yada. Here's a taste of what's to come your way. Now these will give you an idea of what these are gonna look like, and they're pretty interesting. First of all, we have your standard micro mummy. Looks basically exactly the same, except if you'll notice, there's an extra box on the top right there that shows his XP level. So that means you'll know what your opponent's XP level is on the minion. And here now we see a leveled up micro mummy. In this example, it looks to be a level 3 micro mummy. And as you'll see, at the end of the turn, it gives another friendly random minion 4 attack. I mean, it's leveled up 3 times. It usually gives 1 at 0, so that makes sense. That is, depending on the card, this could be crazy, right? Like, how does it doesn't look like it levels up the base stats. It just levels up the ability. Is it different on every minion? Because some minions, that's going to be crazy what it does. I mean, Battlecry minions getting extra battle cries, brands giving extra charges. What are we looking at here? All to level up your cards? Next, we have Bristleback Knight, level 0. Bristleback Knight. Divine Shield Wind Fury. Level 3. 4 times Wind Fury Divine Shield. Okay, now I have questions. I don't know the answer to these yet. I only have the information as they are presented here, as always when we read these patch notes and whatnot. But 4 times Wind Fury. So does that mean it just attacks 4 times? Is that 4 times attached to the Divine Shield or just the Wind Fury? Because doesn't it then get 4 Divine Shields? I'm going to assume it just gets 4 Wind Fury, because if it got 4 Divine Shields, that would be nutty. And most of the time, this thing is going to die before it gets to do extra damage. But if you buff up your Quillboars big enough, a 4-time swinging Bristleback Knight could be insane. And this is level 3. If you take it to 5, it's 6 attacks. Now we're getting out of control. What if you level up a Cleave? Does it hit extra minions? What does it do exactly? I'm scared of Foe Reaper all of a sudden on a whole new level. So, and these are all the cards that they've shown us right now. This is just the beginning. This is the first thing. I'm excited to see what other things are released, but this is just a taste. And now the really big surprise, their first partnership in the coming months. Are you ready? Pikachu. Tier 1, 1/1 beast. If you have any unspent gold at the end of your turn, get +1 attack for each. So, I mean, depending on your hero, it's kind of bizarre. It's a tier 1 minion, so it's reasonable, but if you let enough gold float, you're playing like a... It doesn't really matter, but if you're playing a Trade Prince Gallywix and you're floating like 20 gold every turn, he's tier 1. You're not going to have him. He doesn't have any health, but it's interesting. They'll hit like a truck and then just immediately die. The only question I have about this card is the eyes. Everything about it looks right, except the eyes. I don't remember those piercing blue eyes on Pikachu, but I mean, I wasn't a big Pokemon player. I don't know. Creepy looking to me, but this is their envisioning. I don't know. Next up, we have some bug fixes and game improvements that'll be coming out. Change it so players who went to the end of the rope on 2 or more consecutive turns had their next turn time reduced by 75%. Oh, I love this. This is why I quit standard, because I got so tired of people roping me. It was ridiculous. I might go back to standard. I might be dumping some money on that. Diablo has returned to the hero pool. Bow before the Lord of Terror. Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot. I'm really looking forward to that one. Fixed a bug where Rafam would sometimes steal his opponent's next turn gold if they had no minions? I never encountered that bug, did you? That'd be horrible. Or great if you're Rafam. Fixed a bug where Bob was never wearing pants. I mean, what? I'm just gonna glide past that one. Fixed a bug where certain streamers' luck factor was turned too high. Now this I have always said it seems to be a thing. It seems like they get incredibly lucky. You know that streamer's luck? It actually is a thing, and apparently some people it's set too high. Fixed a bug where Jeef was too strong and and have adjusted his internal settings. Now that makes sense. Obviously he's a bot and he's set to way too high a difficulty. So these are good changes here. I'm glad they finally nerfed Jeef. Fixed a bug where players who emoted too much were allowed to log in. Wait, does that mean if you emote too much, you're not going to be allowed to log in? Oh, I love these changes. These are great. Fixed a bug where players could not sell directly from hand. That's a bug? Awesome, guys. We finally got selling from hand. General made darker mode darker. Okay. Made lighter mode lighter. Guess for mobile players, I don't think PC has that. We'll see. Added tournament mode from the hidden menu. Folks, I think all of these are excellent changes to the game and fixes. I'm a little concerned about some of the crossover stuff and the whole XP leveling system, but overall, it sounds like a pretty exciting patch. There's some big changes coming, and I'm really looking forward to getting into some of this. Tell me what you think. Leave a comment below. Let me know at what point you realized this was an April Fool's joke, and at which point you were still believing some of it. And if you just realized it now, as I said that, please let me know. Thanks for watching. I hope you had a good time. See you around. Later.